I've never met a farmer who wasn't in love with their farm, and that's, I guess, how I feel about this farm. It's just a beautiful thing to be able to be connected with the land, but in a manner that's so productive and enables other people to be nourished. It's such a disappointment to me that I never had the opportunity to meet Heather Mitchell, and I remember being elected as the president and just the first day thinking, geez, how did Heather Mitchell, being a woman, how she coped in that environment, and if leaders could think about being able to leave a mark in a way that is, you know, to a real higher purpose, I think that the world would be a better place. And so I think about Heather Mitchell from that perspective.
She was very caring, not just with her fellow men, but also with nature. And I mean, every place that they ever lived, one of the first things that she did, she made sure that the trees were healthy, that they were planted. She worked with schools. The net result, of course, was that the kids left that school with an understanding of how nature worked. And I think that was probably the place where she began to paint the bigger picture. When my mother met Joan Kerner, it was, I think, a meeting of minds. They discovered that they shared a common passion, if you like, which was really sustainability and the management of the environment. And that's when the idea came up to create an organisation that would effectively represent what they called the stewards of the national estate.
Heather's legacy of the Landcare movement is something that is just incredible. It's so far beyond just representing farmers, it's beyond political advocacy. The work that Landcare Victoria does is amazingly important in regards to protecting the environment that we farm in. The most important thing is this partnership, I think, between the community, the farmers and government. It's seen as a real strong relationship in regards to these environmental outcomes that just couldn't be more important than at a time like this.
There are just so many aspects of land care that were terribly important to my mother. To create a perpetual legacy was something that she felt was sensible.
The Heather Mitchell Memorial Fellowship Award is awarded to a Landcare community member for great works that are happening through projects. I think it's so important that we acknowledge and reward people for the good work that they do.
There are so many ways and so many skills that are needed to take the Landcare message globally that I think young people are most appropriately equipped to do, and that's what I'd like to see.
We've been talking about the environment in Australia for a long time, but it really feels like we're getting to a crucial point in this conversation. That example that Landcare has set is how we have to view all of the challenges that we face and ensuring that this beautiful planet is in existence in all of its abundance, you know, for our great-grandchildren and their great-grandchildren.
It's a wonderful relationship to have with Landcare, knowing that my mother was so integral in its creation. That's something that hopefully will be with us forever.